All right. Well, we're getting in here. Hello, greetings, everybody. Welcome to Artifact Runners. We're doing our first adventure, A Frosty Job. First episode. I hope you're ready for some adventure. It's a good one to kind of dive into here. So, traditionally, for most games, I usually have the players introduce their characters at the very least when we get started, but I think we're going to kind of do that in the course of the game here for this kind of session, because we're going to kind of dive in a little bit here. So I hope you enjoy as we get into the story. We'll have everybody kind of do things. I still haven't said names down there because I forgot to switch names on here. So let me do that quickly here officially. What order are you guys in? Wyrm, Jessie, so it'd be...
Wyrm, Jessie, me, Momo.
Yeah.
Let's see if that works for that. It squishes them all together. Yep.
Yes.
Nice.
And my name is underneath Jessie at the moment.
Yeah.
I love that spaces don't space when you put them in here for whatever reason.
That's really nice. That's so cool.
That's odd.
Yeah.
Should.
I guess you could use underscore if
Yeah, I was gonna say
space
underscores.
doesn't work.
Turbo freight trial.
Where are you even getting the
I thought it was
information
turbo.
from?
That's a little better. I fixed it out.
It works.
Luna?
You can make it more official later.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, that works.
There we
I
go.
think.
Yeah.
That's fine.
Got it to work finally.
It's only a little
Hell yeah,
bit
brother.
scuffed.
Yeah, but what isn't scuffed?
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
We wouldn't be
Nox is
playing. We
slightly
wouldn't be.
off-center,
We
but
wouldn't be
that's
playing
fine.
tabletop if we didn't expect scuff.
Long live the scuff. Long live the scuff. But hey, you
I
know,
scuffed you.
So, why don't we dive in here? I'll throw our background that we have up here because we're still in Seattle here. So we got this nice Seattle map that I've got as the nice background for everybody to look at. All right. So, yeah, we'll get started here. Darkness, pain, ouch. Things are feeling awful. All of you have your minds kind of going back to what's been going on over the past couple of days. What's led you to the position that you're in. But we're kind of going to look at each of you and kind of figure this out. How did you get here? What's happening? And why are you in the situation you are in? We turn back to, of course, the beginning of this all, Alucard. What would you have been doing a couple of days ago before a job? What's your normal day?
Working on vehicles.
Okay, so you're working on some vehicles. You're in your shop, kind of doing some job. Probably some kind of small thing. A local older woman had come in and she needed like a change up her transmission. She wanted to pay you, she of course was trying to pay you, but she also wanted to give you like some baked goods, some cinnamon rolls and a couple of like toffee candies or something like that. So you got like a small plate of cinnamon rolls over on a thing that you just were like probably casually took like that. Thank you, lady. Thanks. Okay, I'll just get your work on your vehicle now. When you start getting a call. Now you're under the vehicle, but of course you're getting the call. It's coming into you. You could easily answer it here using your comlink and stuff. So,
Alucard, what can I do for you?
Alucard, good to talk to you again. The voice is familiar. It's Greg. You haven't heard from Greg for a while. Now, how would you describe Greg?
He's very much like fast-paced kind of lifestyle, loves his fast cars, but I don't know him super well.
No. How would you physically describe him, though? What kind of being is Greg here?
Give me a damn second.
And you feel free to come up with something on the spot if you don't have a good idea.
Yeah, well, he's a dwarf.
Ah, okay.
So I had to look. It actually has spaces for that in the Chummer thing.
Mhm.
So it's just like, let me pull that up. It doesn't carry it over for whatever reason.
Nope.
Yeah.
So probably around like 2'8", decent sized beard.
Meters also, not feet for
Oh,
those
yeah.
of us in America, because
I-
I'm just saying for
I'm
people.
not going to be able to convert that in my
No,
head.
it's fine. Shadowrun is in metric. Just keep that. I'm just
I
saying that for
know.
anybody
Yeah.
That's
that's
how you
watching.
know it's fictional. America would
I
never.
always hated that.
America doesn't
I
exist
don't
anymore.
know I don't convert metric in my head.
It's fine. I'm just saying for like people that would think of it 2.8 feet. It really does. Okay.
Well, no, he's. They're actually dwarves are actually like no more than 90-something centimeters, which equals to like into the 3-foot mark.
Well, I don't think that's
Yeah.
correct. I gotta check this now.
Just looked it up because that's my species is in the same boat. We are smaller.
Yeah, but like, no, 120 centimeters. Their average height is under 120 centimeters. So that is about 4 foot tall. Is like max height. So I'd say like
Okay.
3 to 4 feet tall would be kind of like where you should be. So he could be technically there. He'd just be like
Yeah.
really short for a dwarf. Like he'd be like unusually short for a dwarf.
Okay, maybe I was thinking my race then. We might
Yeah,
be
you guys are a little
or
smaller,
it might
yeah.
be one of the other sub races that I was looking.
I do
at.
think the Hanuman are a little smaller
Yeah.
though too.
I'm 3 feet tall, which
Yeah.
I'd do the conversion in a second. So I guess he's like probably 3 foot 8 inches.
Okay, so cuz I got a job for you right up your alley. If you're interested. If you're not busy.
Just gotta finish a minor thing on a vehicle.
Great.
Free.
I got a job. It requires someone that knows some vehicles. Plus, maybe has a little bit muscle. Hey, didn't you work with someone that knows some like spells and magics and stuff like that? We could really use someone like that. I could look for someone if you don't got someone, but I know you got your padre that you work with, the one that hanging around with you all the time, and don't you sometimes have that smelly guy that kind of shows up occasionally?
Yeah, you talk about Ari, who lives with me, and
Yeah.
Knox.
Yeah. Smelly. Definitely should grab him too. You might need some muscle for this. Four of you, four of you, get together. I got a job for you. I got the perfect Mr. Johnson. This is the big time for me. Don't worry. Guy's big. Don't ask questions, of course. Just go meet with the guy. You'll be able to handle it, I'm sure. Just give all your pals up a call. We'll get it done.
I'll get in contact with them. Go ahead and send over the location and everything, and we'll figure it all out.
Also, after all said and done, I got a new car. Would love for you to work on it. Get a little bit souped up on here. Maybe like add in some nitros and stuff like that, so we get some boosts. I've been thinking about getting into a little bit of running around on the side over in the Barrens. Get my drift.
Gotcha. Yeah, I can super up. That's not a problem.
Great. Awesome. I'll send you the deets. And Greg,
Sounds
thanks
good.
up.
Well, first I guess I'll just yell over.
Yeah.
To
All right. What
Ari,
would you
'cause-
normally be doing while Alcar's working?
I mean, assuming there's no customers will probably be sitting at the desk, probably balancing the books and
Yeah.
doing budgeting.
You're probably over at the desk where the cinnamon buns are. So there's this pile of cinnamon buns. There's this plate that was put there. You can also notice that there's a couple of butterscotch candies that seem to have been put on the bottom of it. That it looks like also she was trying to hand off to Alcar.
Mhm.
Okay.
What do you need?
I've just got called in if you're interested.
I don't
Just
see
heard
why
from,
not.
Greg.
I don't see why not.
Do you want to,
Any idea what the job is?
He's saying it's big time. He didn't specify too much. He said he's going to send the deeds over, but he wants us try to contact Knox. And what was the name of that magic person that we ran with a while back?
Naomi?
Yeah, Naomi. He said we might need someone with some magic skills too.
Got it.
If you want to try to reach out to them while I finish this up.
Yeah.
Okay. So, Knox,
Mhm.
what do you do on an average day?
For an average day,
Dumpster dive.
This is what I'm truly
Okay.
interested in.
First of all, presumptuous.
That's profiling. Is it wrong though?
Oh, I'm
No.
sorry, the dumpster's your home.
Okay. I have an apartment.
You have like
It may look like a dumpster, but it's an apartment.
It's probably like because it's what like low lifestyle, so it's probably like one of those like
Yeah.
like it's like a 1-room apartment with like a sink, and it's probably got the bed that like folds up onto the wall, and maybe like like a couple of plugs and a place to put it like your comlink, and there's probably
I don't
like
even
a
have one of
bathroom.
those.
Cargo container.
I have a mat I'd sleep on
It's
the floor.
it's just the dumpster Zoidberg lives in.
There's just like there's a communal bathroom out in the hall on the floor.
God.
Listen, the rent's cheap. Cut me some slack.
Mm-hmm.
But average day is I would get up, probably eat my daily slop, go for a run,
Mm-hmm.
go dumpster diving for any cool shit I can find. And probably just to be out for the whole day, either looking for a fight, hoping that there's a promoter that will let me in so I can make some quick cash, or just, beating up someone.
I mean, you probably
taking
ended
their
up to
money.
like here and there into a number of like underground like fight clubs and battles and stuff
Yeah.
like that. where they're running.
Mostly, I do have a few somewhat usual spots.
Yeah.
But I'm not very well liked in the circuit.
Yeah. Anyway, you are going to get a call ringing into your comm link.
Can I see who it's from?
Yeah. I assume most of you are probably using AR goggles more than anything, or like, if you have stuff for your comm links, I'm assuming. So it'd probably
Yes.
pop up that it would be, honestly, Ari.
Oh, great. I'll answer.
No, he was
Oh.
calling. No, I was calling.
Oh,
Naomi.
true.
Oh, okay, you're calling it. So I'll probably be like Alucard. We'll say that as you're finishing up your job, you're just giving Knox a ring, then Joe, just because you probably, you're the one in charge a little bit more, and it's probably easier to grab Knox than Naomi. Knox just hey, I got a job. You can probably beat some people up, on an average
Yeah.
job.
That's fine.
So yeah, it's Alucard. You oftentimes get jobs where you can indeed beat people up.
Oh, nice. Hey, what's up? I was just sounds of me shifting through garbage. I was just out for a run.
Just got a call in for a job. Need some muscle for it. You up for it?
Hold on. Let me check my calendar. Just fucking more sounds of like bottles and empty cans. Yeah, I think I can squeeze you guys in. What's a favor between friends?
Okay. Head on over. We can all go in together.
All right, see you in a bit.
So, Noemi, how about you? What's your day like when you're not on a job?
As an elf who's older than everyone else in this party, I assume.
Yes.
By a
Yeah,
lot.
Probably. Yeah, probably. Yeah.
Mhm.
I feel as if she would spend her nice peaceful day off. It's the one day she's dedicated this one to herself. She wants to relax, so she's having a nice coffee at a little cafe somewhere, trying to enjoy some semblance of peace in this godforsaken city.
You're probably
Trying.
you're probably like somewhere downtown. It's a place that's a little bit nicer, a little bit more expensive, but not outside like a normal person's kind of purview. You're kind of on that kind of side thing. So you see a couple of like corporate people here, but they're like low level workers that are enjoying a coffee too. Occasionally, you get like a much more upper management who just claims they really like the coffee here. So they're in quotations slumming it a little bit.
Oh yes.
But you also have like some like various workers from various places around the town that are kind of like working around the area. It's actually a pretty nice little cafe, and they've a little wonderful blend here that brings some nice flavors in. It's probably the like this generation's currently form of the Seattle coffee cafe. You're at the quintessential one. But you start getting a call on your comm log.
All right. So I do not use AR. I probably use the most bare tech version of a comm link because I get horrifically sick using SimSense.
Yeah. So you probably just have to look directly at your comm link. It's effectively
it's like when you see someone now with a flip phone.
Yeah, except it is like it's basically a lot like that. Yeah. So you kind of check your comm link. You can see that it's
who is calling.
Ari. You kind of think back.
By the way, Naomi would probably know what I am because I was reading up on shifters, and apparently they have like an overlay in the astral of like what they really are.
Right.
So it would have been like an accidental. You would have discovered that what Ari is. Yeah. So you would probably remember Ari. It's that. Oh yeah. It's the bird shifter that you had encountered.
Yes, the cool one of that group.
The
cool one. Ow.
There was one that particularly sometimes kind of smelled a little bit.
It was really smelly.
And then and the guy that just didn't want to come out of his car.
Yeah, the guy who's just
almost
working
there
on
for this.
The car guy.
Well,
The car
I'm sorry, Knox.
Yeah, the car guy and the smelly hobo. Yeah, I think I'll go with the bird.
We do need to have you start buying showers in a can. These are things, don't worry about it. They're a luxury we need to get for you.
This is bullshit.
Bro smells like a Yu-Gi-Oh player.
You don't like my ancient gear deck?
I gotta be honest though, if your place is probably in the Barrens, it's probably not the worst smelling place in the Barrens either.
Yeah.
I will obviously pick up my comm link.
Yeah.
Hello?
Yes, what is it?
Hello? Oh, wait, hold on. I muted it.
I
hi.
It's the two people that are bad at technology.
The two boomers.
It's just two. Yeah, it really is just two boomers talking on their fucking landlines, dude.
If Joe's character ever leaves and the Wi-Fi goes out, that ain't coming back on. Yes. What do you need?
We got a job that might need some magical etiquette.
All right. I assume the shop is where we're meeting then.
Yeah. That's the easiest place.
Understood. I'll be over soon. So you would have all met up, and you would have gotten the details of it. Now, this sounded like a pretty decent job. It was going to pay 5,000 New Yen. That's for the entire group, so it's split the way that you would like to see it. But that's a pretty good payday, That's a good chunk of money. That'll keep you going for a couple of weeks at very least, And for some people, may pay for your housing for an entire, month.
All right.
Not me.
Look, you could upgrade to the middle class lifestyle and get a shower.
Gosh, A shower.
I know.
I've only read about
Oh, God.
Actually,
sorry.
some more shit.
Actually, I think it's more expensive than that to upgrade.
It is.
I think you have to pay
It
like
is. I
10
will-
times the new price to upgrade.
Well,
I will forever be a broke bastard.
I mean, again, we can say that you can arrange some things occasionally. It's just you probably show up after like hanging out in the dumpster very often.
Just be a business owner.
You business owner like Joe, who smells like grease all the time, sweating
Yeah.
grease. I'm pretty sure Joe's character Alucard doesn't smell great either.
You probably got bootstraps of some kind.
Probably. Yeah, just pull them up.
No, pull up your bootstraps. Anyway, there's a Mr. Johnson that's planning on meeting with you. So we're gonna turn it over. Ari, where does it say it wants to meet you? We'll kind of leave this to your characters a little bit here too, to kind of split this part of the story since it's kind of your intro. Where would be a great place for Mr. Johnson to meet you?
I honestly don't know. I didn't look too much into like all
Meeting
these
spots?
different areas.
Hold on, I got a page listed with all the things in Shadow.
Well, I mean, like you could be like,
Shadowrun.
I mean, like you could be like, oh, meeting down the docks in some kind of dark alley in a club, you know?
Okay,
and, like,
okay,
you know,
I see what you're saying.
yeah.
Yeah. Okay, I thought you were asking like an
Well,
actual place.
No.
Clearly, we go meet at the Rat Hole.
Mhm.
A local club. That's probably like Renton or something, or farther out. Pleasant.
I have a question. Would this
Sure.
be an upstanding or like middle or low standing?
I'd say this would probably be
Johnson?
like the location would be very middle, though.
Okay. I think a nightclub then.
Okay. So it's arranging for a club in the Redmond Barracks. A club goes by the name of the 77 Club. It's a place that has some private rooms. They are usually a little bit nicer, but again, it's still a club.
Sounds like it could be Yakuza.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe they have some good karaoke there.
So, Club 77 in Renton. It's got this nice little area of you'll hear that it is got a private room that's been reserved for you then. There where the Mr. Johnson will be meeting with you with a couple of his associates. Arriving at Club 77, as you kind of get yourself set up, it's got, of course, a check for weapons at the door. And there is a hostess in a skin-tight cocktail dress that kind of is seemingly waiting to escort you into the area. I'm assuming all of you will kind of hand over whatever weapons that you brought with you.
I'll just
you know.
leave my stuff in the van.
I have none.
I probably would have also left my stuff at the van.
I will hand over my gun as I drove here on a motorcycle.
Yeah.
And my van does have anti-theft.
Yeah, as you're kind of being led through the lower areas of the area of the bar, like the club, the lower area has like a kind of bar, it's kind of dance floor. There's some music kind of blaring, kind of some lights and stuff like that, and you're getting a little bit of the smell of things as you're heading upstairs. As you're heading up to the upper levels, there's the smell of cigars, expensive rum, and money. You can kind of catch views of various individuals, some here, some that appear to be like some mafia dressed up in their various things, a couple high-ranking corporate officials. You know, in the upper levels of most clubs, this is kind of on that border there too. It's a middle class, you know, a mid-class club. So you definitely have that kind of mixture of a little bit more up and there. You eventually go up these kind of wood paneled corridors to these smaller rooms where the waitress says, are there any refreshments for any of you that you need?
I'll take some water.
Mm-hmm.
I'll get a beer.
Mm-hmm.
I'll also take some water.
Right. as you kind of are led into the room and let to enter into the room, you'll see there are 4 individuals here. One of them, well, 2 of them will stand up and kind of give a fruit, say something, basically say goodbye, and basically kind of turn around and head past you. One is a man kind of in a kind of finer brown suit, looks very corporate in a lot of ways. And the other one is a woman, an elven woman with a pale blue tailored suit and a little bit of jewelry on her. She'll kind of leave behind a wine glass and kind of give like a head nod to you as she heads out. The 2 that remain here are a kind of squirrely man, looks just human, but kind of in a black kind of like fine like suit, except you can see that kind of it's got kind of a jacket over top of it that's kind of got like white fittings around it, and he's just kind of like seems to be writing down on some stuff, an actual paper. He seems to be writing something on a piece of paper. He's not doing something in a comic. He's writing something down, which is unusual. Next to him is a man that will stand up as you arrive. That is very striking. He appears elven, but he's got kind of like a kind of squirrely pointed face, silver white hair, an older gentleman, of course. He is in a very flashy outfit. This is a red snakeskin like suit. It is super flashy. It is like got these kind of like black accents to it. He has a lapel pin that looks to be made of various rubies that seem almost like they're made of fire. The man has a kind of hat that also seems made of snakeskin with a feather pointed out of it. Very almost kind of like a classic pimp hat, except it's on his thing. He kind of stands up with a cane that seems to have an ivory crocodile head at the top. Please enter. Seems like you're the ones that rat Greg set me up with. Take your seats. He will sit down. The man next to him will kind of continue writing and kind of like, sir. Are you sure these would work as the people that you need? They seem fine enough.
No, fair enough. I'll sit.
He kind of has a little bit of like a well-tailored beard, but it kind of like is a very sharp, short beard that kind of goes to a little bit of a point. Again, continuing that kind of pointed face and almost like everything seems angular and pointed about him in a lot of ways, and the way his face is. I have a simple mission for you. I need you to get something that is being transported in the city. 2 days from now, a vehicle will be moving through the city. This object must be confirmed. It will have a more mystical nature to it. I need you to acquire it for me. It's something that I've been searching for, and the wrong parties has ended with it by a mistake. I'm sure that you could quickly arrange to acquire this and bring it to me. Do any of you have any kind of knowledge of the underworld? I'll kind of say.
This very little. It's mostly, illegal fighting range.
I have smuggling routes and smuggling route knowledge.
Okay. Well, if any of you have any kind of connections to like organized crime, underworld stuff, you could roll to see if you would know who this individual is.
I have connections to law enforcement.
Mm.
Would that be a potential?
If you might have heard about him, but he's I would say he would probably not be on much law radar, at least currently.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah. No.
They're not just smuggling routes, especially like you keep up to date. You might have heard something.
Best
Ari.
thing I have is I have knowledge of black markets.
You also might know. But those would be, since they're not direct check, they would be a little bit more difficult, but you could perhaps know.
Okay.
I will say for both of you, we'll go with, I think it's, I'm gonna check my, I'm just gonna do something before I give a number. I'm gonna go to the nice chart and confirm how many successes I was going to say, because I was gonna say 3 or 4. And I want to make sure I know for sure. There you are. High chart. 4 hard check. Cool. Yeah.
Is this working?
Um,
I got
Zero.
3.
why do you have a bunch of zeros in there?
You do have a bunch
Yeah,
of
that's what I'm
zeros there.
wondering about.
I don't think your skill is working correctly.
Yeah, Joe's also.
Yeah, it looks weird.
No, Joe's doesn't have any zeros in the actual.
So
wall.
Joe's is good.
Zero. Zero.
What?
Rolling.
Why are you rolling zeros?
Oh,
Very
sorry.
strange.
I clicked on that thing and it rolled again. That's not what I wanted to do.
I don't know why you got 0, unless you have penalties somewhere.
Yeah.
No. Well, not for this. As long as I have the skill, I'm fine.
Weird.
But, like, yeah. Here, what I'm gonna do right now is I'm just gonna roll the dice.
Okay.
We could can look into that.
Okay.
I actually think that's
Okay, that is.
Oh my gosh,
that
that's a
is
glitch.
that is a glitch. Not only is that a glitch, that is a critical glitch. Thank you very
You
much.
explode and die.
No,
Yeah,
I
that's
thought
it, game over.
Wait, I thought critical glitch was no successes.
Oh no, it does not achieve a single hit. You did achieve some hits, so it is just a normal glitch. You're right.
You got 4 ones, dude.
Oh my
Glitch,
god.
glitch on a knowledge test. Joe, you will succeed. Okay.
That's rough.
So
That's rough. Buddy.
it's not a critical glitch, but bad still. Okay. So, Ari, you're not sure who
First
this is,
glitch.
but you are like pretty sure just by looking at them, they must be part of some kind of important organized crime family or something like that. You know, a pretty top tier person in a group. You're not sure which one, but you this seems familiar to like some of those big up and coming organized crimes. You know, mafia, yakuza, all of them. A lot of major ones have a little bit of presence. You're like, I don't know which one it would be, but one of them is definitely organized in this individual here. I'm on to them. On the other hand, Alucard, you actually will know something about this individual. You've heard about this person coming up from your information on the black market. They've been basically recently getting into a lot of the underground within Seattle. They've positioned themselves in an interesting point of like this kind of middleman broker between many of the various organized crime groups and some of the major gangs, a lot of the major like criminal organization. He's kind of like this neutral party between them. He's known as Davin Corin. He's appeared a couple years ago out of nowhere and has basically inserted himself in many places. I'll put his name in chat so you can.
Yeah,
spell.
thank you. I was just gonna. I'm like, I can figure out David. I couldn't figure out what. I think you said
Corin.
Corin.
Oh, okay. I just noticed. Yeah, no. The reason I'm getting like zeros, I have a wound penalty marked right now.
Oh,
Hold on, fix that.
that'll do it.
Yeah.
They wound you. Ow.
Oh wait. Okay, I see the issue. Why is my health not? Whatever.
Look, we'll figure some stuff out as we go. That's why we have checks like
that's how
this,
that
so we
works.
can kind
Okay,
of like
I figured it out.
see stuff.
Yep. Okay.
Mhm.
I put in the numbers for my physical and stun,
Mhm.
and then I didn't realize it all. So I gave myself wounds. It's fine.
You only gave yourself a few wounds.
I may or may not have been at max damage. You know.
You
I'm like,
wound me,
Nice.
sir. You wound me.
He'll reiterate. It will be 5,000 to acquire the item and return it here. If you are successful without much problems, I am willing to put in another bonus of 2,000 again.
I'll nod at that. I'm trying to keep my mouth shut just because.
What did he say? If he does what?
If basically there's not a lot of like problems, a lot of like fluff and stuff like that. It gets done very like easily without much pomp
don't
and
blow it.
circumstances. Yeah, like you could still probably succeed, but if it's very loud, he won't probably be as happy as like, you know, it was surgical and stuff like that. So it's
if
like,
we keep it on the DL, it'll.
We get a little extra.
mhm.
Yeah, if we can keep it quiet, we'll get $2 grand more.
Yeah. Oh, that's good.
So I'm going to assume we're going to agree to this as it's, you know, part of what's been kind of going on and kind of the backstory here. And he will describe the item he's looking for that you are going to be looking for. Again, he's saying it's transported. He can give basic information about what the schedule is. A truck that's going to be coming into the city and heading into downtown to drop it off at a certain corporate office before being transported from that office to a high security center. Basically, there's some various bigwigs that want to check on it first because, of course, corporations and needing to do something with their object that they have, which does happen to be a magical in nature, but it appears as some kind of carved piece of bone or ivory with all kinds of old ancient writing kind of etched into it. That's the way he describes it. I'm just to say, Naomi, sounds very artifact to you, you know?
Yeah, that makes sense.
Mm-hmm. This also sounds like either this is a very minor artifact or something that maybe this individual knows more about than the people transporting it, is the only thing you can think of, because he's not
Okay,
charging you a
okay.
lot, and what he's describing is not a lot of security for something like this.
Okay.
A little suspicious, but
A little sus.
again, stranger things have happened, you know. He might be like, hey, they don't know what it is now. I want to get it before they know what it is, you know. It certainly is a thing that powerful people have done before.
Okay. Yeah, I will just kind of listen to what's going on, because this doesn't seem like he's holding that much back.
Hmm.
The things that he's not saying,
danger?
he's just not saying for he's not going to say it. You know.
Exactly.
Any dangers related to this artifact that we should know about?
He'll kind of look towards his little friend, the one that's been writing stuff down, who still seems to be kind of writing stuff down. He'll stop for a second. We are only aware that it will be basically being transported by a single driver and a secondary driver that also acts as some loose security. The vehicle itself, he'll give a model, a kind of general truck. It's something
I was going
that
to ask that.
something that's actually a little bit more. It's going to be like an unmarked truck / kind of like general like transport marked. So very secretive. That doesn't have any major markings on it. So it's not screaming they're transporting something into town. And he'll be like, we should be the only ones generally aware of at the time. I don't think there should be anybody else aware of it, but be warned that items of magical nature do tend to get views if people know about it. You heard him. Make sure that no one else knows you get it, and you get it to me, and then everything will be taken care of. Your money will be in your pockets. I will have what I want, and you will have a bit richer.
And where's this drop off? Where's the drop off point?
The drop-off point is going to be at a corporate office in downtown Seattle. We'll say that it is a Seder Krupp office. Well, technically subsidiary of Seder Krupp.
Okay.
So you probably want to intercept it before it gets there.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
It will be coming in from the south, so most likely taking the 162 to 176 to 90 all the way up into downtown. That's the knowledge of the route, given that there would be no other delays and stuff, but they do have, the only thing that they do have is also kind of like a tracking thing for the vehicle. He's managed to get that. So he'll give you the basic tracking information. So if there is a change in direction or anything like that, you will be aware of it.
And where shall we deliver it once we obtain this item?
I will have my assistant here wait in this facility. Which, as soon as he says that, the squirrely man will kind of give this kind of winced look of like, but like kind of like hide it a little bit of like,
I gotta stay here.
Yeah.
Oh god.
Well, he's got to come back here and stay around for like a long period of time in a couple of days.
Fair.
He knows where to take it. That's appropriate. Great.
Understood.
Well, he'll kind of like grab a drink that's been sitting in front of him the entire time, take like one big swig of it, put it down, and then start to get up. The squirrely man will kind of pick himself up. He'll kind of like drop his papers a little bit on the table before he kind of shimmies them up together. You actually can see that like whatever he's writing on there doesn't look like a writing source that any of you recognize. Maybe some kind of code or something like that he's been writing in the entire time. He has been making a lot of notes, though, and going through pages.
Okay. Interesting.
Yeah. Anyway, the two of them will escort yourself, allowing you to enjoy the small area here with some drinks on them for a couple of drinks, So you can enjoy a couple of drinks on them before you take your leave. So, generally speaking, what would be your plan? We'll just kind of give like a summary of a plan here that you would have made to take care of this. They're heading up from Polyup up through the border between Tacoma to Auburn up into downtown. By the time you're getting into downtown, you're definitely going to be a little bit more difficult to kind of figure stuff out because that's in a little bit more watched after kind of section of the city.
Yeah.
You said Puyallup to Tacoma to downtown?
Yeah, if you look at the route they gave you there.
Yep.
Polyup, again, like, it tends to be probably the most, in quotation, unsafe district, but it is also one where they're the least likely to get off the highway. So, not that it couldn't be convinced for various reasons. Tacoma's the industrial district, and I'm just checking what that is. Auburn also, which is also industrialized. So it's going through the very poor area and then taking the highway that goes in between the two different industrialized districts. Tacoma being more with some of the ports and stuff, and Auburn being more inside. So there's different types of industry in both those areas, but definitely very rough areas of town. And it's not until they get up towards 99 and into the Seattle downtown area that they will probably be a little bit more safe. You'll probably have Knight Errant being a little bit more on guard in those areas and patrols and stuff like that. That certainly speaking would make it a little bit more dangerous. Even in Tacoma and Auburn are still a little bit more. You might get some patrols of various people, but yeah, Polyup, if you're going to hit it there, that's probably the safest bet, but also not, because you have to worry about, other dangers in the area. But, if you're quick about it, then, yeah.
Definitely before it would get into the Bellevue area, I'd say.
Yeah, downtown and stuff.
Yeah.
I mean, I can use magic to disguise the car as something, if you think that could help.
Might be useful. I have my GMC Universe van.
Okay, so you got your van. Do you have any plan to get a vehicle off the highway?
I could shoot out a tire. Maybe they'll pull over to repair it.
Okay. Sniper tire, so that they lose a tire, they have to get off the highway and get out to somewhere they can change it. Not necessarily bad.
Yep.
idea.
if things get messy, I can always use the van's M23.
Right.
Yeah,
Let's
start
avoid
blasting.
that.
I just started blasting
So,
them.
anyways, started blasting.
I said if things get messy.
Like, yeah, minor inconvenience. Let's just reduce the nearest person to paste.
Well, no, I mean like if we have to actually fire at the car,
Yeah.
not necessarily the people.
Hmm.
I mean,
I mean, I also the other thing I could do too is I could send my mosquitoes to try to get it. If we get closer to the side of it, I could send my mosquitoes out to try to blind them.
Yeah, that's not a bad idea, actually.
Mm.
I'm down with either that or shooting the tires out. The
Mhm.
bugs are probably more discreet.
Do we want to kill the two
I don't
men
think
or
we do.
Preferably not.
I don't. I think he'd rather us not have to.
Yeah, we should be,
He wants to keep as quiet as possible.
Yeah. I mean, if they,
Mm,
if they
that's
start
too-
swinging, then, if they try to kill us,
After
we'll
all.
kill them. Let's not swing first.
Understood. Well, perhaps we can bind them up then. We'll have to get out to inspect the car. We could attempt to get the drop on them that
Mhm.
moment.
Okay.
Maybe we could try to hit them at the edge of Polyup and Auburn. So there's if we get them over around there, there's going to be probably less surrounding danger.
Yeah, I assume it's coming at like a busy time on the highway.
It'll be coming in very middle of the day. Again,
Okay.
it's a very nondescript van
Yeah.
bringing in something that like it just looks like it's a transport van. They're not advertising anything. They're going by the rather than heavily armed route, the kind of look. Again, you were told the guards at least have some combat training, the people in front, but they're probably not like heavily armed guard drivers. They might have, like a pistol and have at least decent training with it, kind of thing.
Because like I could probably get them out of at least the driver out of the car if you can get them stopped.
Well, remember, there's also a backup driver, so even if the one driver's taken out,
Well, it's a driver and a driver/security.
If it
Yeah.
also takes time
They
to
might-
go from
well-
passenger seat to driver's seat.
they could have backup controls. That is a thing.
Unlikely? That's true. The other one could. Oh yeah, there's. One of them could do all that techie stuff to take over.
Well, there's also just manual backup controls.
Hmm.
You can get that as a modification on your vehicles. I've looked into all those vehicle modifications, so
Yeah.
I mean, your character would know. That's totally fair.
yeah, and my character would know too.
Basically, too long didn't read. I have this cool ability where I can say words as a person, and if it's 5 words or less, they have to do what I say if they fail a check.
Yeah.
Yeah. My
yeah, that's a-
drones. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
I was about to say, yeah, that's a good nonchalant way of handling it. You can get one away and perhaps take out the other discreetly.
Yeah.
How
if I
will,
could get the
how will we
drones
handle
in-
the other one?
If I could get the drones in front, their strobes give a -2 penalties to all actions. And if I use both of them, the abilities stack, so it would be like -4 to their driving.
Oh good lord!
Uh,
Gonna
question:
crash.
Can your character hack, or is he mostly just?
I if there's a remote to it, I might be able to get into it. That I have to look at how that actually works, taking over other drones.
Well, not other drones, just more like making it so if the other guy tries to get away, he can't by hacking the car is more my thought.
Yeah.
Only if it has like that kind of thing. Because I'm not a decker. I don't have a. I
Yeah,
There's
I
ways
didn't
for me to
look
take
into.
over like drones and stuff like that, but I don't know about if it's not set up for a wireless thing, then no.
Yeah, well, that's the same for deckers. Deckers still need a wireless connection, but
Yeah,
a lot of
I mean,
things are wireless.
no matter what, if it would not, but not all vehicles do have wireless.
I know.
So if it has wireless, I might be able to do something. I'd have to figure that out. But if it's just an actual like manual, then
Yeah.
no, I wouldn't be able to do anything.
Well, that's something we'll have to play by ear then. Definitely making it so.
I mean, one thing I
Okay.
could try to do is if we get the drones out in front, give them the penalty, I could try to push them off the road.
I think getting them to pull over from flat, better idea. And then if that fails, then yes, you could potentially push them off, maybe into a ditch. Then Naomi can lure one away if they're trying to, while they try to fix it, and the other, no.
You can just knock him unconscious.
Maybe.
Yeah,
Yeah, I was about to say.
knock them out.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, I'll just
You don't gotta. Yeah, he can.
just
Yeah,
run up
hold on.
yeah.
We can deal with them this way. I'll just shoot them with my explosive pistol.
Let's not make too much of a mess.
They'll just explode a little bit.
What's a little exploding between friends?
You right.
I could
Shit.
also send out my my small flyer drone that has a stun weapon on it.
Let's be real. You're going to be support. Like, you're going to basically be the one backing up anything that might go wrong.
Yeah. I mean, I could pose as a cop pretty easily as well because I have law enforcement knowledge skills.
That's a good point.
Well, if we get them, if we do get them over, if we need to take another one out, I have a flyer that has a stun gun.
Yeah, I was just gonna suggest if you have a taser drone, that would also be good for the other guy.
I have a taser drone, Lockheed Optic X2. It's a small drone with a Yamaha Pulsar.
Mm-hmm. I mean, I did pick up stun rounds. The only issue is that my stuff deals so much damage that it could still kill you.
I mean, I can stun people by just, punching them in the head real hard.
That's true.
Well, the thing is also though with like at least with the Pulsar, it has a -5 AP.
No. Yeah.
So if they're wearing any kind of decent armor.
Look,
yeah,
you can give them
most stun stuff.
the punch means, aka you can give them a brain hemorrhage, then they're fine.
Yeah.
You're just like Batman. You never kill.
Yeah, I only
He only
turn them
tosses
into
people off buildings.
Yeah, I don't kill people, I just turn them into vegetables.
You just break their backs.
Yeah, it's like, he's not dead, but he's now like folded backwards. Like a
Look,
book.
Commissioner Gordon, he's not going to be doing crime anymore.
Why? I saw you jaywalking. I know you saw that hand sign. Slam his head into a tree. Yeah, so we could, send bugs. You could send your bugs out, get the car off the road, and you lure one away, and then I run up and put the other one through a tree.
Okay.
Well, it sounds like Ari wants to try to shoot out the tire first. If that doesn't work, then use the bugs.
That's fair.
Well, yeah, I mean, shooting at the tire is one way to get them off, then the bugs can be another way to get them off. It will definitely want backups for that, because that is definitely risky.
Just gotta make sure the truck doesn't crash.
Yeah, true. I don't want to really damage anything. Or the people.
Where's the fun in that? Having not a horrible car crash that, you know.
True. So true.
Uh-huh.
Hey, if it's a car crash, it looks like an accident.
Hmm. It was an
Yeah,
accident.
but that's a little loud.
Mhm. You're going to be enacting the plan to basically get them off the road and then try to disable the folks. We're just going to kind of say that. So I'm going to tell you here, again, because this is sort of a prequel of things, a plan goes well to begin with. The vehicle begins coming in and passing through Polio. Where were you planning on hitting it again? After it passed out
Probably around
Polio?
here, right?
Yeah,
Like
Kinda
on
getting
the
into the-
edge of Pulliup and
Auburn,
Auburn.
where that road it's
Yeah.
going from 162 to 167. Yeah, we're kind
yeah,
of like
because
this.
there'll be a little less danger, I would think, around that area. But at the same time,
Mhm.
it's not actually in.
So they're actually
or
going to
going-
get into trouble, and their plan will be to actually get off the highway and get down onto the road, where they will kind of check things out and begin to repair stuff. Now, as you are approaching, that's where the first of the major complications comes into this entire thing. A gang of orcs and trolls seemingly appears out of nowhere and begins to approach the vehicle. Now, I'm going to say this is the point in your plan that you have disabled the drivers. You conducted your plan. One gets tased. The other gets punched in the face by Nox. They're down. They're still in the driver's seat, though. The vehicle is still there. You have your vehicle and this one, and the vehicle is also somewhat like, we'll say we went for the plan that was less shoot out the tire and more like, getting them off the highway other ways, with like drones and stuff like there too, to mess with them. Just a little bit, yes, less crash, yeah, you can see there seems to be a large group of people. Like there's it looks like 5 of them on motorcycles coming up and kind of driving up a little bit suspiciously close, like checking out the thing close. What would be your plan in response to this kind of thing? What would be your modus operandi?
How?
I mean, get kind of like in a position to like potentially defend. I don't know.
Get into a gang fight?
I mean, we
Well-
could just like talk. Like we could try. I could just try to negotiate with them, and then you guys can set up to shoot if you need to.
Okay.
Actually, while you're talking with them, perhaps we should try and get the item.
Yeah, that works.
Okay.
Yeah, that's fair.
We know how big the item is.
No.
We don't know shit about
you
this
know
item.
what it is.
Yeah.
We just know what it looks like.
You gave the general description and said it was going to be transported in the back of this vehicle.
Yeah.
So Naomi distracts while.
All right.
Yeah, I can use my cool negotiation skills to
Alright.
chat them up
Okay.
using my first impression ability, because this is the first time I've met these people.
Yeah. Why don't you roll me a check? We'll see how well you do.
I gotta add the 2 dice to this and
We'll
then
get
hope it
to,
rolls correctly.
Conversation here. Yeah. Let's see if how well this rolls.
Uh,
Casting out rolls and stuff.
nope,
It's
that's
great.
not correct. Okay, the bonus goes here. Okay.
Usually it's when you hit the roll. it'll tell you
No,
for, like,
no
modifiers
situational
and stuff.
modifiers or anything like that besides my ability.
I'll say no.
Okay.
Not to your check.
Sick. There's 4 successes for you.
Okay. All right.
Nice.
You'll kind of like probably put your hands up and kind of approach them as this very large kind of like troll in like a biker jacket, kind of with like chains, very thuggish gang member. He'll kind of like unhook the traditional like gang weapon. It's like a large. You'd think it would originally like a bat, but it looks just more like a big piece of wood with like metal bits kind of put into it.
Nice.
They're not even nails; they're like just jagged metal bits. And they'll kind of like
Bro's
throw it over.
using a super mutant weapon from Fallout 3.
They'll kind of like throw it over his shoulder, kind of tap it there as he'll get off his bike. Kind of park it. The others are kind of revving their engines. There's a couple of individuals that seem to have been kind of hanging around the area that are just kind of like moving around, kind of like doing a little bit of half circle, kind of towards the back end of the street where you're working. Well there, little lady. That's a nice looking truck you got there.
Yes, it is. And I'm more than willing to share it.
Sure, you say? Well, that must mean there's some valuables in there to be taken. We did see that you did a little job to those in the front.
Yes, quite a surgical strike. They'll be none the wiser when they wake up.
Well, we're all the wiser. We just so happen to be in the area.
Okay. I'll tell you what. There's only one item we want out of this thing, and the rest can be yours. The truck, the people.
All that looks like something that we may have gotten a tip for. And there might be something in there that we want, too. How do I know what you want is not what we want?
And what is it that you want from the truck?
Someone's put a fine penny out for some kind of item. I won't say more, because then you might do your little trickery about it here. We could easily just take the entire thing, though, too. Looks to be about 4 of you and 16 of us.
Classic orc tactics.
Only four.
Only 4 of you.
Oh yeah,
and
there's
then-
only 4 of us. Sure.
No, yeah, 4 of you guys and like 16 of them. They're just like we
No,
have
I'm
lots.
laughing because they don't know about the van full of drones.
No, a little trip that they don't. That is
Get in
true.
my swarm.
Not my fault.
Have you met my dogs with bees in their mouth?
The drone named Princess.
The drone named Princess. I'll tell you what. How about we have a nice, peaceful conversation? I'll offer him one of my cigars. Let's just talk for a little bit, shall we?
He'll take it. He'll give it a good smoke, and he's like, "Got some nice stuff there, little lady." Because he's a
Thank
troll,
you.
and he's like, you double your height almost,
Yeah, I mean, I'm only 6 foot. He's probably a
Holy.
little bit bigger than that.
He's also looks a little big for trolls. He's like 10 foot
Yeah,
tall, nearly,
It's a big bike to carry
Yeah.
that guy.
Yeah, his bike is like massive, and you could tell it was even like for its size, which is probably something made for a troll. It's still strained under him a little bit. He seems to be like the biggest and meanest of all these gang members. Yeah, like again, like they're big, massive, like beefy trolls, orcs. There does seem to be like one dwarf. There's a human over there that looks a little buff too. So it's not just it, but it does look like they do have more orc and troll in the gang.
Okay. I'm gonna start. I'm just gonna move full buying time mode. You know what? I'm gonna start talking to him about his really cool bike.
Okay.
Because I'm also a biker.
So we'll enter negotiation there. The rest of you, what are the rest of you doing at this point in time? You've got your 2 knocked out guards in the front of the cab. It is a non-particular. It's a, what's the word for it? it's the box truck, so it's like the truck that has the transportation on the back, but it's not like not like
Well,
a rig.
the thing they're in would still be the truck cab.
Yes.
Yeah.
So it's like, but I'm trying to think
is
of
there
the.
a connection to the back?
Yeah,
through
is
the
there a
cab?
hitch or is it all one vehicle? I guess
It's
would be
one
the-
vehicle.
Okay.
There does seem to be like a kind of thing we could open up to like look in the back, but also like it looks like if you really needed to get in there from the cab, there's a way too. But
There's
it
like
looks
that
like
window.
it's like a small window that can be opened up into something a little larger if need be. But it looks like it's a little annoyingly complex to do that, you know, kind of thing. Like in case of emergencies, you can crawl in the back, kind of thing like that, you know. But mostly it looks like if you like open the back, you can kind of get in there and see what's in there. Though if you would go and open the back now, it would be pretty obvious to the many gang members. So if one of you wants to play around with opening up the cab-based thing, it'll take a little time. But again, you're being distracted by Naomi. It wouldn't be impossible to do. Crawling over your two unconscious people, unless you want to do something with them.
Thing that sucks is I might have the best sneak of everyone. And
Probably, actually.
I mean, I've got a 9 sneak.
Where's a pretty sneak?
I have a 6. Yeah, but I got a 9 running.
I can fit through the window if we need to.
Again, as I said, more than just you can open up like a back area from there. It just takes a little time
Yeah.
because it's not normally meant to be a door. It's just an emergency. I could crawl in through the cab if I needed to.
Yeah. Would lock picking help?
No, because it's not really locked. It's just like you have to like move some things out of the way. Like you have to like move some of the parts of the chairs, like kind of like put the chairs down and like unhook a thing, you know, and kind of push some stuff out of the way, you know, kind of stuff like that. It's like it's time consuming
Okay.
more than actually like locked up.
yeah, your sneak
Got
is
it.
actually one better than mine.
And again,
That's
it's
fun.
just made to be like an emergency way into the back transport area.
Well, I'm gonna kind of try and work on that, assuming they're like not able to see that part.
I'd say like we're coming up behind you, so they don't really have a view too much of the cab. They can see you're probably working in the cab, but like you know,
Yeah.
I would assume like the doors are open and like you're like looking at stuff now, so they know you're doing something, but they wouldn't know that you're trying to get in the back or anything like that necessarily.
Okay. I think see if you can send a drone in to start looking for what we need so we can get it and get out.
Yeah.
That would be easy. As I said, like there's the little like kind of window that's on this like kind of emergency door. You could kind of like open up and send something back there, you know.
Yeah, I could
Perfect.
send one of my nano.
Yeah, so like while you're looking, I'll be starting to open it up, you know.
I guess.
My mosquitoes.
Give me. I need to know checks off the top of my head. Is there a perception? I think there is.
There is. It's literally just perception.
Yeah. Why don't you give me a perception check then? I'm just wondering if there's any other appropriate skills off the top of my head. I can't remember if there is. I think perception's fine enough.
Yeah, I think perception is supposed to be like searching this game as well.
Again, haven't done the system in a while, so I'm just saying, like, you know, it's going to take, and we got some, like, people saying, so we're getting into the feel of things, we're testing some checks out and stuff like that, you know, kind of seeing how things are.
Yeah. I mean, I assume I assume you see through your drones or whatever.
Yeah, I can. They all have sensors.
Yeah. I don't know
I
if
s-
there's a special rule for that, but
It'd probably be the sensors, and maybe your stat of, if you're seeing through the drones, it would be their sensors plus your, what is this? The intuition. So it'd be like your intuition plus its sensors, I assume what it would be. If you're either I assume we're probably just ARing into the drone at this point in time, right?
Yeah.
Because it's a lot easier at this moment. Yeah. So it would be. I think that's what it is.
yeah, drone perception. A drone observes the surrounding with a pilot plus clear sight sensor test.
Okay. Thank you.
If you're jumped into the drone, you can do a perception intuition with a threshold of the sensor.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Sorry, I had to finish reading that.
Yeah.
Literally one sentence.
Thank you. I think I was in the wrong session too, because it's probably under drones. Am I guessing that right? I was under skills.
Yep, it was under drones.
Yeah, I was under skills. So yeah, so it's your choice of which one of those would be higher in that one. Pilot plus Clearsoft, or basically perception intuition with the threshold of your, or the limit of your sensors of the drone.
Yeah, both have limit sensors, but
Yeah, I'm just double checking a couple things.
Which thing would be higher? Probably what you go.
Let's see.
I don't know what clear sight is.
Clear Sight is a program.
It's the program that you'd be using
Okay.
for it. Yeah. There's basically, like, for most of the actions that you're doing for the drone, there's a specific program for it, so they have names for them.
Got it.
It's the sensor program.
I'm trying to remember which one. I know I have Clear Sight directly on one of them. Because those that you actually have to put on.
Well, while you're looking that up, I'll just ask now so we can get it taken care of. Nox, is there anything you are particularly doing at the moment, or just kind of like standing guard, watching the situation?
I'm mostly watching right now.
Okay.
Trying to keep an eye on Naomi just in case shit goes south.
Norman seems to at
I might-
least be in talks with them. They aren't like,
Yeah.
They definitely seem hostile, but not like, we're gonna stab you right away hostile,
Yeah, but something could always go wrong.
Yeah.
I might actually hover around Naomi more
Okay, so you're kind of like,
and move over to that area.
kind of move away from the truck, kind of like in between the truck and Naomi,
Yeah.
kind of like as like a kind of
About
backup. Enough that-
halfway, just
yeah.
in case.
Yeah. So you're still it's basically like, as much as the two of them in the center are talking, you're kind of like, you've got like the ring of the rest of the gang kind of like almost as a backup for the troll, and then Naomi's got you as a backup, and you're kind of like staring down like the various orcs and trolls and that human and that dwarf over there, and then like, they're like eyeing you up and you're eyeing them up, and it's kind of like a stand down between you as like the bosses are talking almost, it looks like, even though Naomi's just the negotiator in this case.
Mostly sizing up all of the
Mhm.
everyone there just
Yeah.
to see,
You
if
also seem to be
combat
drawing a lot of
becomes-
their kind of attention too, as much as Naomi's drawing the attention with like words and stuff. It's like it's also adding to you're now part of that distraction too.
Yeah.
All right, so Joe, can you throw me out that check then if you've had the chance?
What were the two options again? I'm sorry.
You can use its
Pilot-
sensors, which is
Pilot plus clear sight,
Pilot
or
plus-
perception plus intuition.
Yeah.
If you want to jump into it.
Where is my perception? 4 plus intuition.
It should be automatically if you have intuition selected. It should be default
Oh, okay.
and just show you the dice number at the end.
Oh yeah, it would be okay. Oh, and this would be searching, which I have a specialization in.
Oh, hey, yeah.
So actually,
You just have to remember that the sensor maximum is your maximum limit. Either way, technically. So what's that on the...
oh, then it's 3.
So you can maximum 3 either way. It's just you'll have a higher dice pool,
Yeah.
Um,
Specialization, yes.
Ooh.
And no situational modifier.
I'm gonna say no, because like you could probably like turn a light on in the back too. Like you probably have like something to switch it on in the cab, especially with the window there. So you kind of get a look there. So it's not just dark in the back. We've had a good 70 years. They've learned to really do stuff like that. So one
Ooh,
success.
That was a bad roll.
Yeah.
Yes, that was.
Just there were no ones in there.
At least, well, there were 2 ones, but it wasn't a glitch because
2 ones are not enough because you had much more dice than that. Okay, so you'll kind of send your drone out to kind of take a look around. There does seem to be more than one box in the back here. You're not sure if it's to help disguise whatever being transported, or maybe they're transporting some other stuff along with it. You can't tell. You don't know. But a lot of these boxes are just unmarked generally, or have like very simple markings of like identification numbers on them, and nothing stands out in amongst all.
I'm gonna communicate that to Ari that there's several boxes back there.
Mm-hmm. I mean, Ari, you can already see that. You open up the window and the light's on for the thing, and you can kind of see like. You don't have the same kind of view, certainly speaking, but like you can kind of see.
Yeah,
but,
and that they're all unmarked. So
again, some of them have like identification numbers on them, but that doesn't do anything for you. You know, they don't tell you what's in them.
Yeah.
It's just like, and not all of them have that either.
Since we're like actively searching for something, perhaps maybe an extended test would make sense for this.
Sure.
Like a few intervals, so best.
Yeah. Why don't we do that then? We'll do an extended test here for you to search the back, and I will
see how long it takes.
Yes, we'll see how long this takes, because we might have to have some extra checks or stuff done by a Naomi Nox combo in the back to keep things going. So we'll say the interval is a minute. You know, we got some talking time. We're doing a conversation here, so it's a pretty quick interval for it. And we'll say here, with everything in the back, it's going to be a hard test. These are unmarked boxes. You're going to have... And we're also saying it's hard because you're also searching them without making a lot of noise, too. I assume, you're like moving around a bunch of boxes. You're trying not to be too bad. So
I mean, my drone does have a stealth skill.
So that's it. Yeah.
Stealth programming.
Well, I mean, like, it's trying to find out which box got what in it. So that would be 18 on the threshold there. So that's the interval, and that's how much you have to get to it. So why don't we say you can get in there then, Ari.
Okay.
We can have the extended test, and when we can have one of you help the other. Who wants to help the other person?
How about you help me? Because I have a higher limit.
I don't have hands in this drone, so...
That's a good point. I have a higher limit, because it'd be mental limit, which is, higher than 3.
So it's going to be the same kind of check that you just did. It'll be a searching check. So you get to roll the same dice pool. But as it goes, your successes will add bonus dice to Ari's roll and to Ari's limit. So that's what you're doing to help out. That's how assisting works. You are kind of just trying to add to the dice pool and limit of the target you're helping out with, rather than directly adding successes. So still can lead to bigger checks. So why don't you give me another...
Do I have to roll anything then, or is it just...
Yes, you just roll the same thing you just rolled.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then how many successes adds to his how many dice he gets.
Actually, I'm reading the teamwork rolls. What it does is it increases my limit.
It does add extra dice to roll. It does both.
Oh, does it as well?
Yes. Teamwork text. Additionally, when each hit of the assistant makes one die.
Add one die. Okay, so if you get at least one success, it increases my limit, but it also adds one dice. Okay.
So you will have 4 bonus decks.
I can only get 3.
Yeah. He's limited to 3.
3. So 3 extra successes. So you have 3 extra dice, and your limit will be increased by 3.
No, by 1. So each additional person can only contribute 1 to the limit.
Oh, that's right. You're correct there. I'm sorry.
For each assistant that scores 1 hit, the relevant limit for the leader's test increases by 1.
So you have 3 extra dice, and your limit's increased by 1.
And increased limit. That's good, though.
Yeah.
Roll. So situational modifier is 3.
Mm-hmm. Okay, 6 successes. You'll start searching through the area. I'll make note of this here. Sorry, making note of it. So it's 6 out of 18 for the first minute. So we're going to switch back in between every minute to Naomi and Nox and what's going on. So as he's kind of like, enjoying the cigar, he kind of turned towards you and kind of says like, look, I understand. You got a job to do. I got something to do. I would love the reward. It's currently looking at it's worth it to me right now. And you haven't spelled out that me giving up my treasure is worth it. Certainly speaking, vehicle looks nice, but I don't know if it's worth the price in comparison to what I get for my item. Okay, gotcha, thank you.
Okay.
Roll that again.
Trying to see if I have anything I can do to like help here.
Mm-hmm.
Try and buy more time.
Mm-hmm.
I could take a little gamble.
Mm.
This guy's willpower might be bad.
Maybe.
I could try. Okay. God. Okay. So can you repeat? What exactly did he say?
He's basically saying that whatever he's looking for is something valuable. It's less than like, you know, more that he has not been hired on, but there's like he has heard of a bounty for something, you know, almost something that's put out.
Okay.
So he that's kind of what he's implied with his entire words here with too. So he's like, look, the rest of the truck might be valuable, but if what you're getting is what I want, I don't know if it's worth it just to take the truck and whatever else might be in there, you know.
Okay. God. I don't know how to negotiate. What to negotiate for at this point? What else do I have? I basically have every charisma skill.
Yeah.
I could try to. I don't think intimidating him would work out very well.
I could, if you send me anything on comms, I could activate the swarm.
I don't know if I want to
come out. Well, no, I'm saying to come out to be like, you know, it's like we aren't, you know, limited by just us. I'm just saying if you want to go
and less
that route.
threatening right now.
Yeah. The big orcs in punching range of me are a little more threatening.
Yeah. I'm ready to back you up, probably.
Yeah. I'm sure that'll work fine.
I mean, it's still like, you know, they still outnumber us 4-1, so.
Yeah, it'll be all right. Probably.
Probably.
It would be fine.
I don't know, dude.
I'm
a boxer. I do one-on-one fights.
God. I'm gonna. I know these guys belong to a corp, right?
No.
These drivers. I'm gonna.
Gang.
The drivers.
Yes,
Yeah.
the drivers belong to a corp. Sorry.
Do I know
Yes,
what? Do we get what corp?
You would assume probably the subsidiary of Seder Krupp. So
I'm
technically Seder Krupp.
willing to bet because we're horrible people with no morals, basically. I want to try to negotiate in like the sense of, well, sure, the truck isn't valuable, but there are 2 corporate employees in there you could ransom.
Ooh. Why don't you give me another negotiation check with that one? That's a pretty good kind of idea there that you could plant into it.
Any bonuses?
Let me think here. There might be a bonus here. I just have to make sure to check something quickly. Where are
let me
you?
read. I don't think I get first impression.
Hello, social
anymore, but let me
skills.
check.
Social modifications.
Because this is still the first meeting, so I would still get my first impression dice.
Yes. Okay. I'm just checking if there's any general modifiers to give you to this entire check, and I think the answer is I'll give you +1 die bonus to that one. That was a pretty good idea there.
There you go. How's that?
Ooh.
Nice. Oh wow, that was a good roll.
Well, you're not wrong. You're not wrong at all.
Oh,
Yeah.
oh no. Nox has become me, and I've become Nox.
No.
Mhm.
Please.
No, wait.
wait.
A little bit of ransom might be a little bit more. And I guess employees in some kind of special truck in the middle of nowhere might be a little bit more valuable than your general Joe Schmo. But they aren't management. Do you think they'd really go out of their way for them?
I think with them in the truck, they would. And any cargo we don't take.
I see what you're saying. They might not be aware that you took your stuff. But they might be angry with us about taking things then. That's where I don't want to take the blame for you guys' little stuff.
Okay. I see your point.
Granted, you are correct. That does sound like it would earn a lot more.
I could put you in contact with someone who could make the ransom offer on their behalf. Or on your behalf. No names involved.
Got a pretty good head on your shoulders there. All right, I need another check from the other two of you. So we'll start with Joe, of course, for your assistance.
I figured out how to limit the mod, or the success limit, so let's see if this actually works.
Oh, cool. Well, you got 3 regardless, so.
Yeah.
So we got
You would have gotten more if it was higher.
Oh, okay, cool.
Well, I can only get.
I know, it limits it
3,
for you.
So.
Yep.
God, my social limit is so high.
Okay.
Yes.
If I was actually there, it would be better, but.
Also, because of the way extended test works, I only get a +2 because it's technically +3 -1. You get a -1 for every successive attempt.
Gotcha.
Extended test, so. But that's still my limit.
Okay. So we hit the
We're at
limit
14,
again.
so.
We're doing a pretty good job here.
One more should work.
Yeah. Okay. So, currently, the troll will kind of turn towards you and be like, "What's your name, little lady?"
I will give him my name. I will say my name is Naomi.
Naomi. They call me Rusted Spike, but you can call me Tar.
It's really helping to have just a normal human name. Like Tim.
Some call me Tim.
Look. It's a nickname I got from back in the day. My pop used to just call me Tarnation.
Nice.
Tarn. I like you. It's what you get when you're dad's a dwarf and mom's a troll.
Oh gosh.
Oh no.
Oh wait, no, the reverse would be.
A colorful family.
I mean, it's like your dad's like, Tarnation, you're large.
Oh my lord.
Jesus.
It's technically technically compatible.
I know.
Thank God it wasn't the other way. That poor woman.
uh, so yeah. In the gang, he's known as the Rusted Spike because of his club. But his actual nickname of, like, if you know him, is Tar. Head of the local chapter of the Ragers.
Ooh, fun.
So I gotta be honest, if you want a level 1 contact, level 1/1 contact
Sure,
of
I'll
the
take him.
Rangers gang head, you know,
What-
Tarn. You did
Hey,
kind of
why
earn
not?
him there with some
Contacts
checks.
are good.
Yeah.
What's his connection level?
To be honest,
So
probably
just one,
like
one
we'll
and
just say
one.
we'll just say 1. I don't know if he'd have any more at this point in time. He's like the head of a group of the local gang.
Of a
you know?
local, yeah, not a particularly like big gang.
Yeah, like the full Ragers is like a couple hundred dudes. Like he's like
Yeah, I mean that's pretty significant, but
he's like, you know, mid boss of the Rangers kind of thing, like
Mhm.
that. He's got like his own like small
Okay.
split gang of them, you know, on top of it. So yeah, he'll gather some information from you for that entire thing. Now, back in the truck, I'm not gonna take another roll. I think the two of you will be able to find it as you're kind of looking around. You've been searching through the boxes. You'll be able to find one that was particularly kind of a little hidden away, but it's a little different of a kind of box. You kind of begin to notice it as you kind of open it up. You'll see there's a kind of case inside that seems to be carrying something that looks a little nicer as you've been kind of searching these boxes. And if you kind of like open it up a little bit, you will see the item in this case. This like smaller case easily could transport it, and it does look like the kind of thing that would have some kind of magical artifact in it. It's kind of like this kind of metal box with like kind of like this kind of flip lock on it inside. It's like this weird thing that kind of looks like a I gotta be honest, it's like like a giant, like maybe like whale tooth or something like that. It's been shaped in that, so it's like this kind of conical thing that looks almost like a big like animal or beast like tooth or claw or something, the tip of it, and it kind of got like all these kind of things etched in it, and it's in this kind of like velvet line thing, kind of keeping it nice, you know. So like certainly speaking, you could either take it out of there or put it back in the box. Up to you on that one.
I mean, I think
I think we should just leave it in the case.
I agree.
Yeah, so nice metal box. Anyway, as you pick that up, the truck will be rocked and you'll be flung against the side. As for you outside, Alucard, I assume you are in your van still?
Yeah, I would probably be in my cocoon.
Yeah. The van will be rocked and you'll be knocked out of your, situation where your drone will go offline. It'll be kind of like a suddenly kind of knock out of it as you kind of fall over. As for Nox and Naomi, you'll be flung to the ground with a
Oof.
sudden force. And we will figure out what's going on after we do a quick break.
I think the truck exploded.
I hope not.
Rest in
Well,
peace,
new
your
character
drone.
time.
Yeah.
Anyway, so if you need a drink, snack, bathroom break, go ahead and get them, and we'll be back in a little bit to go for part 2 here. So let me do our break thing here and mute some stuff up, and we'll be right back. All right, we return for break. Cool. Hi, hello everybody, welcome back. All right, so Naomi, your head hurts. You're on the pavement.
Pain.
Yeah, you've been blacked out for just a few seconds. What's the first thing you're seeing as you're kind of getting up here on the ground? You're hearing some noise in the background, but you can't quite tell what's going on.
The first thing I do is I reach in my coat and grab my pistol,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm gonna look towards the truck.
Okay. The truck is currently over on its side. There's a kind of big kind of little bit of flame and damage that's kind of like in the middle of the street. You can hear the gang members shouting as there's echoes of gunfire, as it seems like the big old gang that you're part of has now gotten into a fight with someone.
Typical. Yeah, I definitely typical. I will try to get to my feet
Mhm.
and run into cover.
Okay.
Sort of holding my pistol, which is a light pistol that has like a folding stock on it.
Yeah. So Nox, you were thrown back by this kind of blast and kind of like, fortunately, Naomi's a little farther away, just got knocked down. You were kind of thrown into like a couple of, honestly, something that you were encountered earlier, like some trash cans. So it looks like some bags of trash have actually like caught your fall, kind of like that, you know. You knocked over some trash cans.
Oh, it never ends.
Home sweet home.
I'm home. Yeah. Just gonna, I'm gonna sit up in the
Does he see
garbage.
anything good?
Okay.
No.
You know what? I'm leaving you all to die. I'm sick of this.
Oh, you know what? We'll survive and we will track you down.
Yeah, fair
It
enough.
won't
That
be
would
hard.
No, okay. No.
Well, it won't be hard because you don't have your own vehicle. You just
Yeah,
like
you're
yeah.
on foot.
I just run everywhere. I don't own a car.
you don't get there that fast.
I'm gonna get up and wipe the garbage off me best I can. I'm gonna look around and see what on God Green Earth just happened.
All right.
Actually, my first thought's gonna be the gang that Naomi was speaking with.
So, currently speaking, it looks like a group of individuals that are fairly well armed in armor that look a little bit like a unmarked SWAT, I would call them. Not sure if they are corporate or government or something rather, but they certainly aren't carrying any kind of markings, and they seem to have gotten to a fight. It looks like a bunch of gang members are down. Does look like the whether they're dead or not, it's hard to tell. But it looks like they're actually putting up a really good fight. It turns out trolls and orcs are a little hard to put down, even with a bunch of bullets, especially
Turns out
trolls.
when you got like 20 orcs and trolls.
Yeah. Probably people that actually probably honestly get shot a lot and tank it because, and certainly
Quite literally built different.
Yeah. Tarn is currently in the middle of he's got one by the face mask, and he's kind of using to block shots from the friends while swinging his weapon around. That's currently what's going on as he's waded into this group of people. You can see another guy up on a rooftop nearby that looks like he'd maybe been the one that fired the shot of a couple of RPG shots are what kind of rung out on your group there. Probably trying to back up his friends, but not trying to shoot them,
Right.
This gives me an idea.
Mm-hmm.
This sounds like a whole lot of not our problem. So going to...
You get the feeling that they were here probably for the exact same problem that everything's been around, but they do seem to be distracting each other.
Yeah, I'm gonna run and go check on Ari in the car.
The van itself, fortunately, didn't flip over, but you can see that it kind of skidded and knocked against one of the walls of the building, and it's taken a little bit of damage. The truck itself is over on its side, where Ari would have been.
Yeah, that's rough.
Mm-hmm.
That's rough. I'm gonna go in. I'm gonna go over and see if Ari is awake and aware.
Sure. You'll be able to tear open the back, and you'll easily be able to see the truck, all the stuff in the back is thrown around, and you'll be able to find Ari in the back, currently in the middle of getting up and half conscious.
Okay, well at least you're not dead. Bad news. like a fucking empty chip bag off my shoulder. Oh, we're getting attacked. So we need to go. We need to get out.
Okay. Yeah.
Ow.
Do I still have the box?
Yes. it's a thing of like you yes and no. The box you kind of close it up, and as you were trying to like put it away, you kind of flung around, but like it's easily findable. Once it's out of like the nondescript containers, it sticks out because it's this kind of metal. Like these are like like wooden containers that were all in the back here, and this is like transport containers, and this is like a big metal box that was in one of them,
Yep.
It's you removed the nondescript things and had the descript thing. That was English.
Yeah, I mean, checks out.
My words sounded weird though. I'm just saying, like it just sounded weird. Yeah.
Well, let's get out. If I stay in here another moment, I'm probably gonna start to panic.
Fair.
You can easily move over towards the van, and Naomi, you can see that they're moving over there and probably break away. As you can see that now Tarn has 2 guys that he's holding up and blocking bullets with. He put his club like in his teeth just to hold it still, and he's like blocking shots with it. And he just chucks one at someone, and then picks up the club and starts charging in.
Yeah. Well, he's gonna die, poor bastard.
Mm-hmm.
I'm tempted to do something that's funny, but I may not.
Up to you.
Do I see that guy who's on the roof?
Sure.
Would you say I have a line of sight on him?
Yes.
Cool. I'm gonna cast a spell at him while I run away.
Oh, okay. Cool.
I'm gonna cast Control Thoughts.
Okay.
How do I cast spells on this sheet?
That's a good question. Since it's the first time we're doing it, that's why a good thing of this session is to get some of these first times. We'll try it out and see how this works.
There's a fast and a fool.
Yeah.
So fast is so it depends on actions. Basically, full means you take a complex action. Fast means you take a simple action.
Let me pull up the spell.
Which means you can
book.
do something else on your turn, but it does give you penalty to do a fast.
Traditionally, I thought most spells were complex actions, but you can still move.
Yeah.
They are all spells are complex by default, but you can fast cast them, which gives you a bunch of penalties, but allows you to do it in a shorter period.
Thank you. It's been a while. Again,
Yeah.
trying to remember it all. And you've been diving deeper in this, so I'll rely on you for some of this help here too.
I mean, I'm gonna be honest. The book is a mess, so it's like I still don't know everything.
The book is kind of a mess. So
I've been trying to go through it, but I have not had like this as much time. It seems like to like dive as deep as you. So I
click this fast button then.
if you want to.
Or
Again,
the full button. Rather.
you can probably
Sorry.
do the full. You can probably do the normal complex action because it doesn't mess with your ability to move.
Yeah, so I'm gonna try and fool. I'm just gonna press the button.
Yeah.
All right. What does force mean?
Force
Sorry,
traditionally will be your magic score unless you want to say
okay.
So
that's
the
fine.
default is your magic score. It's basically the limit of how powerful it is. You can technically get up to
read my
double your
trade as
magic
well.
score with force, but if you go over your magic score, bad stuff happens to you when you cast it.
Okay.
So just keep that in mind, kind of thing. But you get like if you, I don't know what your magic score is off the top of my head.
6. So it's
Okay.
the highest I can have.
Well, how much is dedicated to spell casting and how much is dedicated to adept powers? That makes a difference.
So the way
Unless it
adept
changed in 5th
powers
edition.
work in 5th edition is I had to spend karma to get them.
Oh.
I didn't get any at the start. I had to spend karma to get them.
Got you. Interesting. Okay, so it's a little different in.
Yeah, it's a
5e.
little bit different.
Okay, that's fine. Then 2. Interesting. Cool.
Oh god. Sorry, there's so many menus to cast a damn spell. Oh yes, situation modifier 0. Raise limit by. I don't want to raise limit. Increase drain. No, thank you. Drain resist bonus. I don't have that.
Oh.
There we go.
So 5 successes, and I think I have to roll willpower against that.
Yes.
So I have to check that. Let me see. This guy, I
I think
believe.
mages get to add a magic of some kind to it, but otherwise you don't. I don't remember though.
This guy is not a mage. So let's see. I don't think he can get 5 successes. I'm not gonna lie here.
Cool.
He got 1.
Sick. So as I flee, my command is to make him shoot his friends.
Gotcha. Cool. Great.
Oh my god, dude.
Make him what? I sneezed.
Shoot his
didn't-
friends.
Oh,
Kill his friends.
Mhm.
Nah, fuck him.
Mhm. Welp.
Just add some more chaos to this to cover our
Yeah.
escape.
Yeah. So that will certainly be a thing that's going to be happening. All right. You can all make it to the van, where you can find Alucard basically putting himself together after being like jostled around. Like your van slid like 15 feet over and hit a wall. You know, it was a pretty big blast. It probably kind of went up on one wheel a little bit, kind of skidded back, and just basically having like a well-built fig didn't flip it over almost. Too. It would have been like
Yeah.
pretty bad there, which the blast back. But yeah. So
Well, I'm guessing no one grabbed my drone.
I mean,
No.
You technically
didn't.
no.
I
Because
was
I'm
nowhere
more
near your
worried
drone.
on just everyone making it out alive.
Yeah, you can probably reactivate it and bring it along though.
Yeah,
Potentially.
well,
Can you?
I'll issue I can just send it a command and it can autopilot.
Oh, I see. Neat.
So I'll just tell it to come back, and I'll jump into. I have a direct connection, and jump into my vehicle.
okay, cool. All right. But you will all be able to make your getaway with a lot of things going on. Congratulations, you were successful. You've claimed the strange object in a case.
Yippee.
Huzzah.
Hooray.
Hopefully this doesn't affect our bonus, because we didn't start this.
Yeah, he's not gonna care.
It
He's gonna be
also
like,
maybe it
"Yeah,
also
too
probably
much
just looks
mess."
like the orcs did it.
Mm-hmm.
True.
Yeah.
I guess we'll see.
You'll have to see. You'll be able to make your way back to, of course, Club 77, or 77 Club, and meet with the squirrely man, who's going to kind of open the box, kind of take a look at things, and be like, oh, this looks like everything's in order. Thank you very much. Everything will be transferred over to you. Good luck to you in the future.
Are we not? Are we
Uh,
not going to question any of that?
I'm not questioning this fucking freak.
Yeah.
Hey,
I just got,
our
I just
payment?
got RPG'd. I think we can cool it on the questions for a little bit.
Yeah. Payment?
Maybe that's kind of what I'm worried about.
Oh, yes.
David, please.
I'll hand him my gold cred.
He'll kind of like give it like a kind of look at it and be like, fine. He'll pull out like a comm link, very reminiscent of like Naomi, your comm link, and kind of like he'll put it in there and transfer it and just like, fine, split it between the rest of you. I don't
yes,
care.
Another boomer.
Mm-hmm.
Another boomer.
Yeah, I'll divvy it up. I just figured it's a gold, it's a certified cred thing.
Yeah.
It's better than just having them transfer the money.
He will give you the 5,000.
Okay.
There was some. It sounds like there's some
There was
trouble
some
in the
trouble.
area. Sorry, I don't think I can, in good consciousness, send you the rest of it. My employer would not be very
And
happy
there
with
it
whatever
is.
happened.
And I knew it.
That wasn't our fault though. We didn't.
I know, he doesn't. I mean, I don't. He's rich. Who cares?
As I walk away, I'm just gonna be like, "Jeez."
Cheap ass piece of shit.
Well, I have a hard time, holding those kind of comments in. So
Yeah.
It's your
Well, I
dwarf.
wouldn't say it in front
yeah,
of him. I'd
it
say
comes
that when we
it
leave.
comes natural to you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, everything will begin to calm down as you will basically be able to head out with your payday. That would be 1,250 new yen apiece. It'll be split evenly between the four of you. It's a payday.
You can almost afford rent.
Almost.
I can't. But I have
How much was it?
I also paid 3 months ahead, so.
Oh, fair. I didn't.
How much was it?
1,250.
Thank you.
Yeah.
That was 5,000 for each, or 5,000 split between?
No,
Split
5,000
between all of
total.
us.
It's 1,250
Yeah.
between the four of us, or
Okay.
for each of us.
It generally speaking was like, this is a pretty simple job. Here's a pretty simple pay, kind of thing like that.
Yeah.
Where it turned out to be a little bit more difficult.
Well.
Just turned out.
Only a little bit.
At least I had a little money saved over from character creation.
Well,
so
and
I'm not...
you also start with your base at least, too.
Yeah, so I'm not, going to starve
No, I don't
tonight.
think
And
roll
Naomi,
my
you will
base.
get a message. Who
Okay.
was that contact? I still have one of them.
Oh, I will send the info for my corporate fixer
Yeah, yeah.
friend.
Turned out, when the car turned over, one of those two people got squished by it.
Well, rip that guy.
Yeah. So
Yeah,
they
that sounds
had
about right.
got flung back as the car's falling over, and it did not end well for one of the two. That were just left in the cab. The other guy, he survived with bruises.
Yeah, he'll be fine. Just severe
Mhm.
trauma.
Severe trauma. And
Look, we didn't kill
probably
anyone.
the gang just wants to get some payback a little bit more because they maybe are blaming the corporate people for the attack too.
True. Sure.
There's a lot of stuff going on in the background, but all of you can kind of settle down, and a few days will pass by where everything's a little quieter. You kind of a chance to relax after a very seemingly busy day. And a pretty dangerous job when it seemed like a very easy one too. So you're all kind of in your general daily go about when we actually will have Naomi. It's going to be early in the morning. You're in your apartment. You're getting ready for the day, and you will actually get a call on your call.
Okay, I will answer.
It is Raina.
Oh, sick. All right.
Hey, did you do some work for a Mr. Johnson a couple of days ago?
Yes.
Okay. Well, I got word from someone that was referencing a job. They know me, so they came to me, and I know about these people, but I'm not really connected. But they asked me about you guys, and I actually know about you. So there's this Miss Johnson that's looking for some people. This is a little bit of an odd job, and I don't know if it's necessarily up your alley, but she mentioned that I could at least say that kind of deals with similar things to what you guys did in your last job, maybe.
Interesting. Send me the details.
Sure.
I'll get with the group.
She gave us instruct orders to meet the same place you had your last meeting. I believe it says here Club 77 Club in Renton.
Yes.
Okay. She'll send you the deets.
Alright, I will go directly to the I guess garage.
Yeah.
/ apartment. And then I will
you'll
go
see
bring the info there.
once again you'll kind of run into Alcar, who's like in the rather than being under the car this time, he's in the hood, as there's this old lady there that's like, oh, there's this rattling noise that keeps happening as you're trying to check and find out what the hell this rattling noise is, and you're finding nothing. It's the same old lady from last time. She's back. She's complaining about a rattling noise. There is nothing here that looks like it should be making rattling noise. You do not hear a rattling noise. And she's like talking about it as if it's like happens all the time.
Is everyone in this universe just a boomer?
Apparently.
What am I not like? What am I missing here?
There's a second plate of
Hey, I'm a ripe youngin at the age of 61.
there instead of
Jesus.
the butterscotch candies and cinnamon buns, there are now butterscotch cookies that are there that she's managed to bring a pile of to try to bribe you guys, I guess, or pay you.
Yeah.
Cookies.
You also notice on in like the front office on Ari's desk is a bottle of air freshener, and it smells slightly of lemon.
Wait,
To
trying pay
mask
them
the
with cookies,
grease, obviously.
Wait, trying to pay them with cookies like Pops from regular show, giving motherfuckers lollipops.
Yeah, yeah, Pops.
Jolly good show.
Oh, here's some cookies. Please reckon my card.
That's so. Yeah, that sounds about right. Actually, It tracks.
She
Nice.
looks like she's like high 80s old woman, you know.
Oh, okay. So could be like shattered by a stiff breeze.
Yeah.
Yeah,
She,
grandma.
oh god, she would have been born in like the 90s. Oh my god.
Dear God.
No, I mean, don't worry. As a ripe old 61-year-old, I was born in 2019.
Ah.
I mean, I'm 36.
Wait, how old is Ari?
Like
We don't.
18?
We have no idea. We don't know.
Oh,
It's a
okay. I was
mystery.
gonna say no way, dude.
102, actually.
102. I'm gonna save.
Born before the awakening.
Technically, there are some elves that are like that, you know.
Still an iPad kid.
There are some anomalous elves that were technically born before the awakening, but that's an entirely different thing. Anyway,
Yeah.
so yeah.
I'll let you enjoy
How old
your
is Nox?
old woman time,
Nox is 27.
Okay.
Who's the
and I
guy?
will discuss the details with our bird friend,
Mhm.
who only I know is a bird, I guess.
Well,
No,
you
I-
and
That's a weird like thing to say.
I
When
think
no
the
one
only one that
understands
doesn't know is poor
I feel like
Nox, because
I feel like I just call you like bird brain.
That's funny. That's funny.
So, what are you doing by here today?
We have another job. The meeting place is the same as the last time. Apparently, we've made a little bit of a name for ourselves for the kind of work we did a few days ago.
Hmm. Okay, that seems doable.
Suspicious.
Yeah, I would agree.
Where's the the
I already
Um,
tell.
sorry. Sorry, I have not committed your
I
data.
will
memory.
tell you
Where's
though,
Nox?
the information in that you gained though, to just to mention to you, Naomi does mention specifically that the entire thing will take you outside of Seattle, so you'll need to get
Yeah,
out,
I'll go
outside
over
the city.
all of that.
You're like, where's the hobo?
Where's the homeless guy? He's not really homeless. He does pay rent.
And the only other detail that does mention is doesn't give a direct area, but it says a trip outside the city overseas to someplace tropical is what was mentioned.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I will bring all of this up to Ari and then bring it back up when the whole group is assembled.
You can easily.
Well, I'm in earshot, probably.
Well, you're being yelled at by an old woman.
Oh dearie, the rattling just keeps happening. You're the best there is in town. I'm sure you can find out what's wrong. Now. Have you tried my lemon squares? I should bring lemon squares next time.
Does it look like she wears hearing aids or anything?
I'm gonna say maybe. Sure.
Well,
So-
no, because if she does, maybe there's an issue with that, and I might be able to fix them.
This old woman, you got it all wrong. This woman is clearly an ancient dragon. And she's just
lonely
messing with
and
you.
she
She's
wants
just
company.
messing with you.
She's just lonely and wants company, I think.
She's this ancient dragon that knows how to make baked goods.
Well, maybe she was a baker before
Hey,
she turned into a
everyone-
dragon.
Everyone has to have a hobby.
Yeah. True.
But yeah, so eventually
They
though,
can't all become president of the United States.
yeah. Eventually though, you will all be able to meet up and review the information. That is a Miss Johnson. Specifically does say a miss, who basically learned of your exploits through your connection with your previous Mr. Johnson, which, of course, I think it was Alucard you knew was Davin Corin, that you had gotten a job from. And so Davin Corin, you're like, okay, underworld person, maybe could have talked to someone, maybe someone
It was
knows.
Dick.
Yeah.
Dick Mr. Johnson.
Look, he wasn't the one that shorted you on cash. It was his assistant.
I know.
Yeah, we'll have to beat the shit out of his assistant later.
Yeah, he has to die by the end of this.
But yeah.
No, I thought you said you said it was Greg who contacted me, who's my fixer.
Oh, Greg. Yeah, Greg contacted you. Oh, you're talking about Greg. I thought you were talking about the guy who paid you at the end.
Oh no. I'm sorry. I thought you meant that. You said who contacted me, and I'm like, that Greg contacted me
Oh, yeah.
and set up the meeting.
Yeah. So, yeah, it's you're needed for a trip overseas to someplace tropical that'll help you out. And it's at the same place you meet. Maybe not the same room, but at least the same area. 77 Club in Renton in one of the basically reserved rooms. There's also a specific code that you're actually given to broadcast this time to let them know that you're there. She was a little different than last time. Last time, you were escorted to a room where it was informed through Greg that you'd be showing up and stuff like that. It's like the person was ready to meet you. This one, yeah, a code to send out.
Okay.
All right. Are you taking the job?
I'd say yeah, since I assume if we don't, the adventure ends.
I mean,
Let's go home.
technically speaking, you can meet a Mr. or Mrs. Johnson and find out from them what the job is before you accept or decline, though, too.
It's the
Yeah,
point
I mean,
at
we'll
the start
take
of
the
every
meeting at the
RPG where
very
you just say
least.
no and you get a game over.
I mean,
I
we'll
love
take the
games that do
meeting
that.
at
It's
the
always
very
funny.
least.
All right. So, with the time and date, which is, the next day, kind of in the early afternoon, as you're heading out, it's actually kind of raining out. There's a little bit of the traditional acid rain that kind of happens in Seattle coming out. Though you are knowing that, of course, in the evening, there's a chance of sleet because, of course, there is. Good old Seattle. Just some wonderful, wonderful weather. Just makes you just a little bit more feel like that tropical part sounds just a little nicer right now.
Well,
It just really
I'm
does.
probably really thrilled with tropical because my people are from
Yeah.
tropical islands near India, so it's like, yeah, sure.
I'm technically a local bird, so I'm good.
I'm also a local.
I mean, I've lived in Seattle my whole life, so it's like, hey, I would like to see.
I imagine my characters visited other places.
You've had some chance to with all your time, you've had a lot more years than the rest of those guys.
I'm old and I have
I mean,
Japanese
Yeah.
parents, but I've probably not been to Japan since they're incredibly racist.
They're getting
Yeah,
better. They've gotten a little better.
They
And-
shoved all of the metahumans on an
I was
island.
Look.
gonna say my grandparents are getting better. They're still racist.
They had to get better because the only
well,
one
to
left
be fair,
alive in the
to be-
Imperial family was an orc. I'm sorry.
They did make the island illegal later on, so I guess it's fine.
Again,
Nah.
they had to get better because the only one left in the Imperial family was an orc, and they were like,
Ooh. Well, we can't send him to the concentration camp.
I guess he can get a pass.
I guess you get a pass because you're
Aw,
our
dang
emperor.
it.
Damn it. Are you sure no one else is alive? No.
Yeah.
Shit.
Are you sure?
You sure?
I mean, I probably heard stories of what the tropics are like.
I feel like my character's probably been to California.
Yeah, California's not too bad. I mean, like, now it's not too bad after everybody's left, finally. It just took them like 40 years for the Japanese to finally leave.
Yeah. Just took a little bit for it to become kind of nice.
Anyway, so once again, head to the rooms in 77 Club. The room that you're going to be in here, rather than kind of having a table in the middle, actually would be got a couple of small couches and a few comfortable chairs that are around the perimeter of the wall. It still once again has the table in the middle with a kind of wine cloth, crystal glasses. Like the room before, I didn't give a full description of it, but I probably should have before. It's actually got like a nice little hearth in there, so it's actually a little fireplace that's going in here with actual fire, kind of like giving a very warm thing. So this place is very nice, even for this area of Renton. It's still that kind of middle class, but it's that kind of got a tinge of nice, especially in these private rooms here. You can definitely see they are spurfed up a bit so that corporate types and mafia types can have their meetings and look really nice and feel really nice, like there. So, yeah. Anyway. Sitting in the chair here is a brown-haired woman with fair skin and blue eyes. She's wearing a very similar suit she looks very familiar as she is wearing a pale blue tailored suit with the jewelry as described. This is like after you send in, a message when you arrive, basically where you are. Mm-hmm. You can now notice that some of the jewelry stands out. She has a large dragon-shaped ring, and she has a wine glass that she's kind of sipped in one hand there. The hostess will, of course, close the door behind her. And then as you will kind of be standing there, she'll kind of greet you, hello. You actually realize something too. When you first thought her human, when she kind of stands up, it's something that you didn't notice before. Maybe not only you got an idea about it, but she is.
I do have magic senses.
Well, she is an elf actually, but she has she's very very subtly an elf. Kind of like that, where she's got very human appearance. Unless you're like really looking or up close, you might not.
Like an elf would be able to tell, but a human would have difficulty.
Like a human at first glance.
Half elves in Shadowrun.
I don't think there's half elves.
No.
Technically not, because technically not, because most of the time when you are between two metatypes, you're born to one or the other.
There's elves that have fur.
But there are some elves and dwarfs that are very, very close to human, so they're harder to tell the difference.
Yeah.
Like
I did know that was a thing. I just
there's
wasn't
a
sure.
thing you can take, positive trait you can take to be like almost human or something like that.
There's also elf.
Yeah, I remember seeing that.
There's also elf weebs just humans who really want to be an elf.
Yeah. You also can notice that you get a really good sense of her, that she is actually fairly attractive. Now, she's not like the hostess that sat you, because, she's like, they found the most attractive woman and put her in a skimpy dress and, like, had her seat people, kind of thing like that, too.
Yeah, the
common trope for a lot of these things. The hostess was made to be the most beautiful person, like, but sure, she's kind of got the smile on her face, kind of lights up, kind of put her wine glass down, be like, hello, everyone. I'm the Mrs. Johnson that called you today. Thank you for coming.
I think when I spot that she's an elf, there is a noticeable I'm much less tense about this meeting.
Okay. So I trust that Reyna informed you that I'm looking for some people to help travel with me, yeah?
Yes.
So I'm actually in the same business as you myself. I was basically hired by a private antiquities collector to get a recently lost item and retrieve it for his collection. Very similar to your last job that I heard about that you got from a man that you might be familiar with from a few days ago. So, in following the clues that I got from this man, I came to this city where I was basically learning about a rival collector to find this item. Our mutual associate from the other day knew a little bit about this collector, and I was able to gain some information. I believe you were the ones that came in as I was finishing my meeting, yes?
Yes, I think that is correct.
Anyway, so the man that was hired by the rival collector is an elf that goes by the name of Samuel Lockwood. One of those names is likely to be at least false. Maybe both of them. We're not sure, but that's the name he's been going by. I began to track him and try to figure out where he's gone. And all my information says he's gone to Lagos. So I need to locate him quickly and the trail of his item. Lagos, there are some things that happen there that we'll talk about in the future, but I have an idea of what he might be doing when we get there. Now, normally I do work alone, but upon learning about this city, well, Lagos isn't exactly a safe city for a single person, let alone a single woman. If you're Animal, I would like to hire you on to accompany me as an extra bit of security and help with my investigation. The trail will be glowing colder, so the quicker we can get out there, the sooner as possible, the better. I would like to leave perhaps even tomorrow morning if possible, but if you need a little bit of time, I can probably push it to an extra day. I'm willing to pay you 2,000 nuyen per person per day, plus a per diem of 250 nuyen for a guaranteed minimum of 5 days up front. I'll cover lodging and the travel fee from here to get us to Nigeria. If we get the item itself that we're trying to recover, I'm actually also willing to split the finder's fee with you. That would be 500,000 nuyen for your team.
I'll kind of look at the group.
I'll
So it
nod.
was it 2,000 per person per day?
Yes, with a guaranteed DM, which I have to remember what that means. Sorry, I forgot to look this up. DM. I think just per day. I would say that.
Oh,
way. Plus a
basically
per
guaranteed-
diem of 250 new yen. With a guaranteed minimum of 5 days. Oh, per
Okay.
diem meaning. For each day financial an allowance or payment of each day. Okay, so what she's doing, she's offering 2,000 million per day plus an allowance of 250 with a guaranteed minimum of 5 days. So she'd be paying you for basically 10,000 per the normal price, plus you would have like an allowance because you are like being on with her 250 per 5 of those days, so another 1,250. And if you guys retrieve the item, she's willing to split the fee in half. She'll take, of course, half the fee, but you get the other half of the fee, which split between you is 500,000 or 50,000. So it is the implication that, like, yes, it would be 100,000, but she's got all the contacts, so you don't know where to return it to, kind of thing like that.
Okay.
Still good price.
This is agreeable to me.
I'm convinced.
It's a big payday.
Okay, great, wonderful. Since we'll be traveling together, call me Jane. Miss Johnson is something I would definitely call someone I'd be being hired by, so yeah. So, a few things that you should probably know about before we get going. I put together a list of inoculations of the World Health Organization recommends for travelers to that area in West Africa. Because, yes, you should take those. Just saying. Some of those things aren't in your normal med kit either. So, yeah, make sure you check in with some doctors before you get going. I got some information on Lagos on a disc. She'll kind of hand you this. Basically, I forgot to get that handout together, but there's a Lagos Visitor Guide handout that I should give you guys. I'll make sure to give that to you guys.
Turned out maybe it was a good idea I took Cure Disease.
Does it also include any? Is she giving us any maps off of the area?
That would probably be included in the basic thing, so you'd have an idea of what's in the city. Basically, there's a guidebook that I should hand out to you guys that I'll put into the chat after we're done here, because we're almost done anyway, too. But it'd be basic information about the city of Lagos. And also, like, Nox has a doctor connection, which will probably help you set up with stuff for that. You know, it actually is probably pretty potent. To get us to Africa in a quicker thing, I've arranged for a private flight from here to Cairo, and then from Accra and the capital of Astante, the closest real airport to Lagos. We won't have to deal with any security or travel issues, but after that, I'm afraid we're actually going to have to probably take a bush pilot into Lagos. That's the easiest way on. So I can get us there quickly. There's limited room in the plane, so it's basically small carry-on. If there's anything larger that you have to arrange with, you'll have to arrange it yourself, and just let me know about what we can do. I can help with the tail end of there, but this is the quickest of combinations. So as I said, I'd rather leave tomorrow morning, but if it takes you a little longer, you need a little bit more, we can probably push it off one more day. The longer we go, I don't think we'd be able to follow the line after that one. So if you need anything help with any other arrangements, you'll have to figure it out. AKA Joe in his van, because he wants to transport it.
Yeah.
And drones.
And drones.
So
Which they're all
basically what's going to
stored
happen.
in my van,
I'll say what's going to happen with that is you will have to arrange a transportation. You guys will get to Lagos, settle in at Lagos, and then we'll have to have a thing with you going and getting the van, you know, for transport around the city.
Luckily, I have a smuggler contact.
Yeah, with a smuggler contact, we can arrange for that. We can arrange for that to happen, but we'll kind of have to worry about that. Any more details then that you need right now?
Not that I can think of. I think it should be fine.
And you'll help us smuggle weapons in.
As I said, the bush plane that's going to get us in there, we'll get whatever we need, but it should probably be able to anything you can carry on put in a single carry-on bag and a backpack, or duffel bag each. Basically, that's what you get. And she does recommend the med kit for the entire, disease thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can acquire a med kit.
Yeah.
I have a med kit.
Oh, you do? Okay.
But you have to technically go somewhere and get like special stuff for it because there's like
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I also have a dock wagon contract. I gotta see if that would help with that or not.
We gotta go get our inoculations.
there.
I'll,
I don't know if there's
Oh my
dock wagon in Lagos. There might be some dock wagon in Lagos, but just to basically. Oh, sorry. Lagos.
I assume it is
also
because it's an
get the
international corp, right?
I'm
Well-
also saying to get the inoculations. I
yeah.
don't know if my dock wagon would cover that or not.
I have I can call my doctor.
Yeah. So technically speaking, Lagos is basically a feral city.
Yeah. It's not
So-
a great place.
No. Nigeria still kind of the country around it still exists, kind of, but basically it's been abandoned and become a criminal haven. So, certainly speaking, someone that took a thing and maybe wants to offload it or do something with it, or something like that, it's a great city to go to. But it's also a very dangerous place to go to.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
I'm gonna find that book. Do I have it here? Just over here. I might have to find that the thing I find for. What? Sorry, I can look the thing up. And anyway, we kind of leave things here though, because I think that's a good spot to kind of end it with you guys then arranging plans for setup for it. As I said, let me know if you'll have to figure out and let me know if you'll need the extra day, but you can either try to arrange everything in the rest of today and go tomorrow morning. You basically have the entire rest of the afternoon, or yeah.
That decision for me depends on what my smuggler contact tells me.
Yeah. Indeed.
Also, if you want anything and you are, well, you're watching live, there's a sale on Drive-Thru RPG right now. It's seen some things as like 40% off.
He's a shill. Get him.
Oh shit.
This is the very basic information. I'm just trying to figure out. Sorry, it's taking me a minute to give me this information. Like they tell me of a thing, and I'm like, is this the handout that I'm looking for? At this point, the game should get the players the Lagos and Video Reserves Guide handout. Yeah, what is that? I don't know. I'm pretty sure I did something with this before, but again, like it's me remembering this stuff from like years ago when I was trying to play around with this stuff and try to do stuff with this. Anyway, we'll end it here then for now. Actually, and I'll figure this out in between here before we disperse here. So I'll just do this. All right, cool. So yeah. Hope everybody enjoyed today's session. We'll kind of leave it there, and we'll kind of figure out some stuff. I'll give you some the basics of Lagos. We can like figure out. Basically, you can look over that and then assume if you want to make any extra checks or learn any extra things. We can do that, you know, at the beginning of next session. So we'll spend some time setting up for your travels, as it is for most missions. You probably want to do a little bit of legwork, set some things up, make sure you've got everything ready for it. If you want to buy any extra things, hey, you got a little bit of cash from your last job. Might be might be buying something. So we'll go down the list and see if anybody wants to shout anything out. Of course, we'll go reverse just because Wyrm is the one that I know shouts anything out. Momo, you got anything?
I do not, because I do not exist on the internet anymore.
Joseph, I will turn to you.
No.
Jessie, I will turn to you.
I'm chilling.
Okay, then I turn to Wyrm because you, of course.
Yeah, I'm Diamond Wyrm. You can find me on twitch.tv/DiamondWyrm or at DiamondWyrm on Twitter, and Blue Sky, and YouTube. Next stream will be Friday, where I think we're playing more Grounded, probably.
Yeah, that's probably what we'll play.
Definitely getting to the close to the end of that.
Yeah, we're almost done. Maybe might be able to finish up this session, or at least a couple more, if not. So we're pretty damn close. That'll be fun to finish up. Myself, hi, Dracovin. Make sure to check out all my stuff. I'll be doing some more tabletop videos tomorrow. We'll do some duels. We'll do probably some God of War. I want to get back to it since I missed it earlier this week. I'll try to give enough time to do that. I'll let people know my full schedule in the afternoon when I kind of figure that out. And then Friday, again, some more gaming stuff and Grounded. And then next week, come join us again as we continue the adventures. I hope you've enjoyed this kind of initial setup. As I said, it's been a while since I've done Shadowrun, so I'm getting used to it. And then, you know, we're all kind of diving into a system we haven't done for a while. And I hope everybody had a little bit of fun with this little endeavor here. Got some checks, got some fun, you know, cool. Anyway, all right, everybody. Have a great one, and see you hopefully next week. Bye.